ZeroDay is a 6-episode Netflix political series that premiered February 20th, 2025. It tells the story in the aftermath of a global cyber attack and trying to find out who done it and why, and how the ZeroDay Commission was formed and the aspect and the trials and tribulations of what's going on with each character. Each episode runs between 43 minutes to an hour long. The series stars Robert De Niro as George Mullen, the former and popular president who's now in charge of the ZeroDay Commission. Lizzie Kaplan plays Alexandra Mullins, who is the daughter to George Mullen. We then have Jesse Plemons, who is like the right-hand man to Mullen and anxious to him and trying to figure out what's going on and what's happening. Joan Allen is Sheila Mullins, who is the former First Lady. We then have Dan Stevens as Evan Green, kind of like a radical political commentator who has his own celebrity status ship and kind of is like that aspect of, just talking over the internet and getting people to go against the government. We then have Angela Bassett as the current president, Evelyn Mitchell, and Matthew Modine plays Richard Dreyer, the Speaker of the House. We start off by understanding the day-to-day operations of what George Mullen does, Robert De Niro's character. He's very popular because he was well-liked, but he only served one term because something happened in his personal life that he couldn't bear with it. We see slowly that he could be having dementia, and he forgets certain things, some things are not right, but he is picked to lead the ZeroDay Commission. And we see that this global cyber attack happens, but then it's going to happen again. And then he's trying to juggle everything. He's trying to juggle his memoir, trying to figure out what's going on, going after people. It's a very, very relevant, up-to-date story of what's going on in the government. And it's really crazy to see. And whatever you do, put your differences aside of how you feel about Robert De Niro. This was an interesting role because it's his first television role that he's done ever, I believe. And it's just really well done. But seeing Robert De Niro play a president, you'd think wouldn't be on your bingo cards ever in his filmography. He is one of the most prolific actors of our generation. And if he wasn't in this show would not be as good as it is. And everyone around him kind of ups their acting just because he is that prolific. And I will say the character of George Mullen is a lawyer as well, and he gets what he wants and how he wants it. Not only that, he hears the Sex Pistols song Who Killed Bambi in the background, and then we understand something else is going on. He's hearing voices, he's hearing songs, he's writing down in his journal. He keeps a journal. It's like, does he really have dementia? Is he really running things? Then we have the character of Richard Dreyer, played by Matthew Modine, the Speaker of the House and a U.S. representative from Ohio who is kind of, here nor there with certain things, but wants to do things by the governmental law. We have Lizzie Kaplan, who's very underrated in this role as Alex Mullen, the daughter to George Mullen, and she is a congresswoman from New York's 10th District, and later she is the chair of the ZeroDay Commission Oversight Committee. And wow, it's just crazy. Jesse Plemons is Rogers, and it's like, I didn't like his character as much as I wanted to, but he does have a standing where it's like, okay, we know what's going on, we know what's going to happen. But the political thriller aspect of it, it's like, it leaves you guessing as to why and who. But this is a 6-episode series. And the reason that it's okay is because between the first 3 episodes, you understand, all right, George Mullen, is he telling the truth? Is something else going on? Who really did it? We find out that it's either the Russians or if it's a foreign or a domestic thing. Is it the Russians? Well, maybe. Or is it the Reapers, a cyber hacking group? And it's like, whoa, it's anything. And it's like, okay, what's really going on? Then we get down to the nitty-gritty of episodes 4, 5, and 6. And everything comes out of the woodworks. For what this is, for the writing, it's very well done. But a lot of the talent was really wasted in certain scenes because it's like the focus was more on a certain character in one episode, and it goes back to George Mullen, Robert De Niro's character. And it's like, okay, how is that? It's like people are telling him what to do, and it's like what he isn't supposed to do. It's really, really crazy, but the message it gets forward is really relevant. Really, really relevant. And it's a 6-episode series. You can watch it in under 6 hours or 6 hours, however you want to, watch it. You can binge it in 2 days, however you want to do it. But for me, it's an interesting political thriller. I love political thrillers, but I will say that it shined in the aspect of a story. Great story. Good acting. Just wasted parts where it's like 6 episodes. Could have, drawn it out a little bit more, maybe to 8 or 10. But I understand that if you draw it out to 8 or 10, it's like, you have to really do more. But for what it is, and how everyone interacted with one another, and the backstory everyone has, and how everyone is connected, is eerily crazy and insane. And just how everything was shot was well done. The tension is rising. And as you're watching it, and as the dialogue is flowing, you see like, oh, wow. The way things are happening now in today's world is true to all of this. Near the end, we find out who did it, why they did it, the aspect of the truth coming out, and how George Mullen is a popular president because he is the one that tells the truth. And, hey, we have presidents out there who tell the truth and don't. But, hey, I'll leave that interpretation up to you. For me, ZeroDay gets 4 out of 5 film reels. Let me know in the comment section what you thought about ZeroDay. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What did you think about the aspect of the story, the actors, the progression of the 6 episodes? Do you wish it was more? Do you think a show like this is very, very relevant to today's governmental world and standards? And did you like it? And do you like political thrillers like this? And what is your favorite political thriller movie or TV show? And what rating would you give ZeroDay? Let me know in the comment section about all the questions I just asked. I'm Mr. Filmstock. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you all in the next review video.